Even though COVID-19 and influenza numbers were widespread in the Yukon this year, health officials say this was the mildest flu season since the peak in 2021. Most of us have forgotten about precautions like masking or avoiding gatherings. But this new normal is dangerous for people who are still at risk of severe illness.
It's very difficult to exist in space where other people don't have the same safety concerns as you. And so sometimes it means a lot of self-advocacy, which means folks who are spoonies are doing a lot of work to protect themselves. And then when they know they're in spaces that they can't because folks aren't going to listen or be receptive to things like wearing a mask, then they really have to avoid those spaces, which keeps our disabled further isolated.
Rathlin runs a support group for people with chronic illnesses and disabilities. Some of its members still mask and avoid gatherings, and that's been socially isolating. The Yukon's chief medical officer encourages those precautions, but says isolation can become its own risk factor.
Keep your vaccines up to date and do the things that you feel like you need to do in order to protect yourself to the degree that you can, and recognize where some of the things that you may need to do actually may put you at a little bit of risk, right? Socializing is important. It's really, really important that we not become socially isolated.
But Rathlin says constantly asking peers to be careful is exhausting.
There's a lot of self-advocacy that has to go into it, a lot of putting up boundaries with folks, which can be really uncomfortable.
Rathlin says small acts of kindness go a long way, like checking in on your disabled friends during the cold winter months, including them in activities, and offering to wear a mask. Gabrielle Plonka, CBC News, Whitehorse.